The rift between the US and Ukraine over Russia shows no sign of narrowing anytime soon. White House officials have accused the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky of insulting Donald Trump, and a planned news conference between Mr. Zelensky and an American envoy to Ukraine and Russia was cancelled yesterday. The Trump administration criticised President Zelensky for his refusal to strike a deal on access to his country's minerals and said President Trump is very frustrated. US National Security Advisor Mike Waltz has urged Kyiv to come back to the table to negotiate a deal on Ukraine's mineral wealth. Let's get the latest with our Ukraine correspondent James Waterhouse, who is in Kyiv. James, welcome to you. What's your assessment of what appears to be a deepening feud between the US and Ukraine?
Well, I think you have to imagine what it must be like for President Zelensky at the moment in terms of the political position he finds himself in. You have an America which is criticising him for not accepting a deal, as you say, which would have given it access to half of the country's natural minerals, which Washington says should be used to pay it back for the military aid it's given to date, and to pay for future security guarantees. You have European allies scratching their heads as to how they could plug a gap left by America. There is division over whether they will send troops to Ukraine after a ceasefire is signed to enforce that agreement. And of course, overall, you have Washington warming to Russia, warming to Moscow, prioritising it in these peace negotiations that President Zelensky is not part of at the moment. So he has a tall order. In the past, he could rely on battlefield success, but that was a long time ago now. And I think the sort of status quo of Russia both keeping hold of Ukrainian territory and making grinding gains notably in the east of Ukraine, that's fed a fatigue that has now crept into certainly American politics. And I think what we're hearing from the White House goes beyond strategy. This is a change in values which leaves Ukraine very much isolated.